قال يا قوم إني لكم نذير مبين أن اعبدوا الله واتقوه وأطيعون يغفر لكم من ذنوبكم ويؤخركم إلى أجل مسمى.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد. We continue our discussion, Discovery of the Unseen. And in it we were discussing the aspect of belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being the creator of the universe. And we had given some evidence with regards to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Him being the creator of the universe, and we gave a few proofs. We also said some things which the scientists said, that the view that it happened by accident, having examined the Quranic evidence which is addressed to the rational mind and which obliges us to acknowledge the existence of a creator who is to be worshipped, the notion that this universe came into being by accident without any creator, as we had said, is not only far from the truth but also irrational. Whoever says this could be counted as one of those who have lost their minds because they are stubbornly rejecting evidence which the rational mind has no choice but to accept and to submit to. There are yet others who said, if 6 monkeys sat at a typewriter and banged on the keys for billions of years, it is not unlikely that in the last pages they wrote we would find one of the poems of Shakespeare. This is the case with the universe that exists now. It came about as a result of random forces which played with matter for billions of years. After quoting this paragraph which I've just said about the monkeys and Shakespeare, a famous scientist in America known as Huxley said any talk of this nature is utter nonsense. None of our branch of science until the present day know what type of accident could produce such a great reality with all its wonders and beauty. He also quotes another scientist who denounced this view by saying that the idea that life happened as a result of an accident is like saying that you could get a dictionary as a result of an accidental explosion in a printing press. Huxley, the atheist, a writer who wrote the famous book, Man Stands Alone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought forth a scientist from his own nation, Christy Morrison, the head of the New York Academy of Science and a former member of the Executive Committee of the U.S. National Research Council, wrote the valuable book, Man Does Not Stand Alone, to refute those scientists that said man stands alone, that he came into being by himself. Other scholars have said mathematics, which has given us the concept of probability, itself states that it is mathematically impossible for this universe to have come into existence by accident. Look at the example quoted from the American scholar Christy Morrison, which explains how it is possible that the universe could have come into being by accident. And he said, if you take 10 coins and write on them the numbers from 1 to 10, then put them in your pocket and mix them well. Then you try to take them out of your pocket in ascending numerical order, that is from 1 to 10. The chance of you taking out the coin on which is written the number 1 on the first attempt is 1 in 10. And the chance of you taking out all 10 coins in numerical order, 1, 2, 3, 4, is 1 in 10 billion. On this basis, how long would it take for this universe to assume its current shape if it had come about by accident? If we were to calculate that in the same manner, we would not be able to imagine or calculate the numbers, let alone comprehend them. Everything in the universe tells us that it was brought into existence by a creator, the omniscient, wise creator. But unfortunately, man is unjust to himself and ignorant. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, how grateful is he and how ungrateful is he? From what thing did he create him? From nutfa, the male and the female semen drops. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created him and then set him in due proportion. Then he makes the path easy for him. Then he causes man to die and puts him in his grave. Then when it is his will, he will resurrect him again. But man has not done what he commanded him. Then let man look at his food. We pour forth water in abundance. We split the earth in clefts, and we cause therein the grain to grow, grapes to grow, green fodder for the cattle, olives and date palms, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran. How could man have been created and formed by accident when his food is created in such a well-planned manner that requires the cooperation of the heavens and the earth? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indeed spoke the truth when he described man as إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. Verily, he was unjust to himself and ignorant. The view that nature is the creator, this is a lie, a fabrication which has become widespread in our time and has deceived even the prominent scientists, many of whom explain the creation of things through nature by saying it is nature that creates and originates. It would be nice to ask such people, what do you mean by nature? Do you mean the essence of things? Do you mean the laws that govern and control the universe? Or do you mean other forces beyond this universe that created this universe and brought it into existence? This matter, inshallah, we will discuss further when we look at the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the universe, inshallah.